you, film people. How we doing? Good. My name is Laura. I moved to the UK from Bulgaria. Do we know where Bulgaria is? Yeah, okay. We moved to the UK from Bulgaria 7 years ago, and I had a couple cultural shocks when I first got here. The first thing that shocked me is that your police officers won't take bribes. What is that about? When I got here, I got pulled over and the police officer was like,
"Hey, you're over the speed limit's a big breach of the law, miss."
And I was like, oh, I know what this means. Because in Bulgaria, anything a police officer says in this sort of scenario means I know we can figure something out. So I was like, don't worry, buddy, just give me 2 minutes. I'm gonna go to the cash machine. I'll be right back. He was like,
No, absolutely cannot accept your cash.
and I was like, damn, everyone is going cashless these days. Crazy. I turned 26 recently. It's a great age. I've been comparing myself to my mom a lot when she was my age. She grew up in communist Eastern Europe, but I think it's much harder for us. I think it's much harder for us these days. I think it is because there's so much cool shit to buy, right? Like, we had Tamagotchis, you know? We have vapes. We have memory foam mattresses. You can pay to go and make your own cocktail. You know? You can pay to go to things like escape rooms. When I told my Eastern European mother that I wanted to go to an escape room, she said, why would I pay to leave a room? And I thought, that is homeowner mentality. That's how they think. But I don't think that way. So I've had to come up with my own ways of saving money. I've started shoplifting my groceries. If you want to be ethical about it, I'd say, you know, stick to the big guys. Tesco, Sainsbury's. Personally, I feel bad for Lidl. I feel like they have a lower profit margin. But whatever you have locally, just like make it your own. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I've also been thinking about ways to save on transport in London. And you know how when you get on a bus, you have to like tap your card or your Oyster? So what I've been doing is do it for long enough and you'll buy a house. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with London. I also have a love-hate relationship with my grandmother. I think she's a bitch. No, I'm joking. But she has a weird way of expressing her love for me. Like for my 16th birthday, she gifted me a 1-month retreat to a fat camp. It's this place where you go and you just eat fruit for a month. And I went, and I had this lovely bulimic roommate who gave me like loads of tips and tricks on weight maintenance. And then the retreat ended, and we went home, and she texted me, and she was like, Laura, let's go to KFC. And I was like, why would we go to KFC? We've just been on this retreat. But then I started thinking about it. I was actually KFC is a prime location for bulimics, because you get like all the chicken, all the fat, all the flavor, and it comes in a bucket. Mixed bag. But yeah, so my family's an interesting mix. I recently found out my dad's quite misogynistic. He said that he thought that the emancipation of women is the worst thing that's happened in the 20th century. A lot of shit has happened in the 20th century, by the way. And then he took it to the next level and he said he thought emancipated women are making men gay. Boo. Yeah, that's what I thought. But then my boyfriend and I were watching Titanic and he was like, oh my God, Leo DiCaprio is so hot. And I was like, I'll do the dishes. Just to be safe. I'm joking. I love the gays. I'm sorry. But yeah, something I hate, something I don't love. Influencers. I hate influencers. You know, people who are like, today is the first day of the rest of your life. You know, or like 10 ways to boil an egg, or like how to dress for Tesco. You know, and I just look at these people and, you know, I think, what happened to being ashamed? You know, like what happened to shame culture? When did we decide it was such, I don't know. So just before I go, I'd like to ask you guys to do one thing. You know, just go out and live your lives. But just this week, please shame 3 people, okay? Let's make this world a better place. Thank you. I've been Laura, and you've been lovely.